You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. So the Tigers, of course, have signed 13 transfers, 15 high school players. It's 28. Remember, they can sign up to 32. So they have 4 more spots. And it is likely that George Takacs is going to be an LSU target. So George Takacs is a tight end, senior tight end from Notre Dame, who today announced he's entering the transfer portal. He was a 4-star, 6'7" tight end, 4-star out of Naples, Florida, signed with Notre Dame back in 2018, and he has just been stuck in a logjam at a position where Notre Dame has had a lot of depth under Brian Kelly. We've talked about it before, but Kelly's had 8 tight ends drafted. 8 tight ends drafted during his time in South Bend. For Takacs, in his 4 years there, he's appeared in just 9 games. In 4 years, he's appeared in 9 games, made 8 catches for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he has been seldom used there during his time in South Bend, and he's looking for an opportunity to go somewhere and play. It might just be LSU. Keep in mind that LSU, last week we went through the post-signing day roster for LSU and the roster holes, and we looked at where the greatest need was that remained. We went position by position. By a mile, the biggest need spot on this team is at tight end. Cornerback, defensive end are there as well, but by a mile, the biggest need is at tight end. The only tight ends you have on the roster are Jack Besh, who's really a receiver, Cole Taylor, who's more of a pass catcher and has struggled a bit despite his shoe being thrown against Florida, Jack Mashburn, who's a walk-on, and then Mason Taylor, the incoming freshman. You don't have a legit set starting option at tight end going into the season, and the options you have are very limited. All of them at that position are very limited. So if you have the opportunity to add a guy that's got familiarity with Brian Kelly, familiarity with his system, who's a veteran, who's been around college football for 4 years, a more mature player, you have an opportunity to add that guy, you absolutely do it. Like, this could be the answer that they were looking for. But it also kind of speaks to how thin you are when a guy who's played in 9 career games and has 8 career receptions is someone you would be pumped to have right now. Does that make sense? You'd be thrilled to land. Like, everybody's talking about George Takacs today, and 24 hours ago, none of us knew that kid's name. But that's how dire the situation is at tight end for LSU, and he might be the answer. Maybe all that kid needs is an opportunity, and this could very well be what presents it for him. So LSU with 4 spots remaining, they certainly need tight end help. Now there's a Notre Dame tight end in the transfer portal. We'll see if LSU has interest, if they offer, and if they're able to land it. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.